Yo,
What up? What up?
what up, dude?
Dude, we getting old, man.
We
Episode 81, everybody.
81.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Carbon Footprint Podcast. He is Juan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, and talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. And we got something purple for y'all today. Hit them with it.
yeah, with purple, bro. It took us 4.5 hours to put this drink together.
What do we call this?
Purple rain? What is it? No, we said dust yourself off. Try again. Yeah, we made like 6 different iterations of this, maybe more.
Yep. It was supposed to be. It's supposed to be called Purple Rain.
Okay.
Yep. My wife got me a recipe, Purple Rain. But we bastardized it because we didn't like it the way the recipe was.
Yeah, so we just started adding in our own shit, and I feel like we got it down. I like this one.
Yeah,
the one just made.
Good. Yep.
Yeah, this one's good, man. So we got a little vodka. We got a little special vodka. The vodka's wearing a jacket, so really the only reason I bought it.
It got shoelaces.
It got shoelaces and a hat. It's a beluga. It's beluga allure. So there's regular beluga, and then this is, I guess this is just a different variation of their vodka, which beluga vodka is pretty good. And Russians have put me onto beluga. Like I've heard from 3 or 4 different Russians now, and usually vodka is their jam.
That's their jam.
And almost all of them always tell me like, you gotta drink beluga. Like I'm normally like a Grey Goose. Like vodka all tastes the same to me.
Yep.
And I was always like Grey Goose, and they would just be like, nah, man, dude, drink the beluga. That's like their go-to. But
Listen, y'all should have seen Juan trying to open the bottle.
Yo,
This shit got shoelaces on it. Look like a moccasin. It's got a jacket in the base of the bottle. It's fancy,
bro. I looked like I was trying to dress an infant. She was horrible. I was like, what is going on here? I can't find nothing. This shit keeps wiggling. I was like, stop moving. It was bad, but
so what's the recipe?
So recipe, man, we did 2 ounces of vodka. We did an ounce of blue curacao, an ounce of sour mix. Then we did half a lemon is what got it right. So I squeezed in half a lemon, and then we hit it with 2 ounces of cranberry juice and then an ounce of pomegranate cranberry juice. So that's a lot to take in. We'll put it in.
And the cranberry juice had lime in it.
Yes. So
they only had 1 bottle left at Publix. So I got it.
Lime already in it. Make sure you do that. And if you don't do that, squeeze half a lime into there because it makes a big difference.
Which we did anyway.
Yeah, we did that. And yeah, we had to throw in some lime. But yeah, so again, we'll do 2 ounces of vodka. Really pick a vodka. We used this one. It was good, but just pick whatever your preferred vodka is. And 1 ounce blue curacao, 1 ounce sour, some lemon, and 2 ounces of cranberry with lime, and an ounce of pomegranate cran, whatever the fuck they call it. It's ocean spray, right?
Yep.
Ocean spray. It's pomegranate and cranberry mix. Shake it up in the shaker and then pour it in a glass with ice. It's pretty good. We finally got it down. We tried a bunch of different variations.
Yeah,
of this,
it took us a while. So I don't know how many we in right now.
So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to keep count because we had a lot of half-seas in there. So
it's the last time that I take advice from people that don't drink.
Listen, man, you gotta take drinking advice from degenerates, bro. You don't take.
Actually, man, she's 1-1. The last one that she gave us, which one was it? That was really good.
Oh, the Rangpur, bro.
The Rangpur gin.
Yeah,
yes,
the Rangpur gin was fire.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Bro,
she went for 1. Yeah, sorry.
Before we got on this show, you put on this hat. It's very distracting. Juan's wearing a hat. It says cock. And has a fucking rooster on it.
So you say I'm a dick. That's the closest I could get to being a dick. Shout out, you watching the video? Shout out to the Gorin brothers making. I think it's part of their. They call it the Farm collection. I think it's called the Farm. They make the trucker hats and they're fire. And I couldn't help myself when I saw this.
And Juan is like the opposite of a trucker.
Yeah, I couldn't be any further away, bro.
I
wouldn't know how to start one. I'd be like, where's the button, bro?
Listen, man, soon, man, Tesla trucks, man. You can drive one of those.
I got it. Dude, is Tesla going to be around, bro, in a decade?
Do you think that they won't be because other companies are kind of coming up and doing the electric thing?
Yeah, I'm kind of, and I know this is way far off from where we were going to go, but when you said that, I just thought, so now GM and Ford
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. So the economies of scale are on their side, right? Because Tesla's producing a few 100,000 cars a year. You know, maybe 1 million. I don't know if they're up to 1 million now, but you figure GM, Ford, and those guys, they're pushing that out a week or a month. You know, they're pushing out a few 100,000 a month. So inevitably, that means they're going to be able to source product cheaper.
Right.
They're, you know, and you push out more cars, so they're going to be able to build the same thing cheaper, probably higher quality, because Tesla isn't really known for their quality. But do they get into the battery game? I don't know. Or do they just become like the EV luxury auto? You know, like, do they just become like...
I was going to say, man, you know, that they... And then their cars, all of them, you can get them in like the dual motor mode where they all go super fast. They have like one of them has the ludicrous mode. I think there's a new one. There's like a new mode and a new one. The plaid. That's it. So yes, I don't know, man. Maybe that just becomes kind of like the upper echelon of EVs.
Yeah, I just wonder what happens, because I think we talked about something here. Porsche, I drove the Porsche one,
Porsche has one,
and it's in the same price point. The base model of the Porsche one is in the same price point as a Model S. I'd take the Porsche one all day. I'm just curious to see when like 5 years from now, when everyone's sort of pumping out their own electric vehicles, what it does to Tesla. Or is Tesla forced to sort of up their game, but then you have to up production, you have to, I don't know. Or do they just get into the battery game? They go, hey guys, we figured this out here, we'll sell you batteries.
Right.
And maybe they generate revenue from that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see what happens to Tesla.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, sorry about that. All right, so we're going to start off with my carbon footprint of the week. Is going out to some scientists in Singapore. These guys have developed a battery, and it's like a paper battery. Essentially, it's zinc. It's made of zinc, and it has electrodes in it, but it's sort of printed on both sides of this cellulose paper. And what's cool about it is that it can be like a certain size, and you can break a piece off. So if you just need like a smaller part of the battery to fit in something smaller, you can literally break a piece off and it still works.
Oh, so it doesn't need the entire thing. It's literally the entire paper or whatever it is
right. So I would imagine it doesn't obviously a small piece of it doesn't hold the same charge as the entire piece.
Right. You would. Yeah.
Right. But the best part of it, and which is why I gave them the carbon footprint, is once it's done, you can throw it in the ground and it'll break down within a month.
Oh, so you don't need to sort of like right now batteries properly dispose of them, they're horrible, and you have to go through a special thing, and they never really decompose. They just store them in a different place or something.
And you know what? Back in the day, man, and I said several years ago, places like Home Depot would take regular, like I don't know, Energizer, Duracell batteries,
AA, AAAs, any that you have in the house,
and they stopped. And they only take now is the rechargeable ones,
like the lithium,
the ones you can recharge.
I've seen that, the ones that you can recharge. But you're right. I used to remember people had the containers all the time that you can sort of bring in. People would bring in like a whole bags full of batteries and stuff. I've never done that, bro. They always go in the garbage.
Well, I think they're doing that now too. So
after they've been in the freezer a few times.
Does that shit work?
No, man. But it felt like it. Listen, if you didn't have batteries on deck, or you rub them together. I remember hear something ghetto, bro.
Go ahead.
You ever done the something needed double A, but you only had triple A, and you made it work with that? You ever done that? You put the aluminum foil in there, you stack it. That shit works, bro. It doesn't last as long, but it works.
Yeah, it'll drain the battery quick, but it works.
It works. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, man. So I'm giving these guys my carbon footprint of the week. Again, not too much on the story, but definitely making an impact. If these things come to fruition, you'll essentially be able to use it in anything. And like I said, you can break pieces off of it, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah,
and the piece will work, and then the remaining piece still works.
That's crazy, man. I wonder if that's going to be like the 9-volt, where if you lick a piece, is it going to shock you? You break the piece off. That's wild, man.
That shit really bothers me, man. When I was a kid, the 9-volt thing,
9-volt thing,
they'd be like, "Oh, does it work?" And go test it, and you put it on your tongue. Yeah, no, man. For some reason, man, and it's not even a hard shock or anything.
It's not. It's just an uncomfortable enough of a shock. You ever been shocked for real, bro, by like your house's electricity or something like that?
Bro, when I put up my microwave and I forgot to cut the breaker,
Ooh.
and I was up on a ladder. It didn't throw me off or anything, but that jolt that you get, that it hits you.
Yeah, it's like oof. I hit one in my backyard, in my patio once. Man,
You were like digging?
like a year or two ago. No. So I have like a fan plugged out there. There's an outlet. I'm coming out of the pool and they're like, oh, the fan's like not working. So I get out of the pool and I go to the outlet to unplug it. But unbeknownst to me, the reason it's not working, it's because the wire got loose. And it's an old house, so some idiot decided to put the actual outlet cover is metal. So the wire is like touching the metal,
Right.
and which again, I don't know this at the time, so I'm tugging on it, and my finger must have just hit that metal. It just stuck there, bro, and it just like literally just held there, and the breaker trips because it's hitting me. If the breaker doesn't trip, bro,
You're still there.
I got superpowers, dog. If the breaker doesn't trip, your boy's a villain. that's my origin story. That's how it started, bro. Dude, that shit felt like, you want to talk about full body, just like it just stuck there, and then the whole house, the power just went out in the entire house. Like if that doesn't happen, I wonder if it just gets me stuck there, or do I just let
You're
go?
dead, bro.
Probably, dude. That shit,
Right? I mean, if it doesn't trip.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's the whole point of why the breaker thing is there. But dude, I was like, and then my dumb ass, I'm soaking wet. I'm gonna go unplug, and I'm going like, oh, what's going on with this? I didn't even, dude. Literally, just the whole thing. Just.
So do you remember, like, how long did it last? Like for you, was it just?
It felt like it was like a minute, right? But it was probably like 2 seconds because I think the breaker cuts off immediately. But it was enough to where while I'm being shocked, I'm thinking, oh fuck. And then, and everyone around me's looking because I think they think I'm joking, you know, because I'm an asshole.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So I look like I'm seizuring, right? And then and I'm like, oh shit. And they all look at me, and I don't think anyone's taking me serious until the power went off.
Right.
And I think that's when it kind of dawned, and they were like, oh shit, are you okay, bro?
that was real?
Yeah. I want to say this was like a year ago, man. Oh, this is I think we were in lockdown. It was like a year ago.
Oh,
Yeah, man. That shit was like, and then I felt it through my whole body. That shit was wild.
The only other time that I got electrocuted, man, was I was on a farm, and they had like this electrical fence, and I went under it. I was a kid, and I went under it, and I came up too soon, and it hit my head. Now,
how you come up so soon that it hits your head,
bro?
You just started.
Yep.
Or did you go?
And
feet
there was
first?
just one wire, bro.
It's not even a row. Or
Nope. It was one wire, bro.
Did you go feet first at least?
I don't remember. I don't believe so, man.
Because if you go head first and you hit your head on, like I thought you were gonna say your back.
Nope. I came up, hit top of my head. I thought my head split open. I was crying. I had to go get held and shit.
You had to snuggle and shit.
Somebody held me. I don't know who it was.
Probably the same dude that left you out with the bears.
Nah, man, he's too manly for that. It was one of the women.
You take a hit, bro. They tried to kill you 3 times that weekend. They don't like you, bro.
I went back for more.
Like the bear didn't finish the job, and the electricity didn't. Let's go. Let me go out with this bow. Oh shit, bro.
What you got, man?
Yo, man, my carbon footprint. We're just gonna refer to this guy as the German man because they don't give you his name. They just call him the plaintiff or a German man in every article that I've read so far.
Okay.
But this guy is about to ruin it for the rest of us. And listen, shout out to Europe for they're getting hip to the game, bro. They're catching on to America because all these stories lately are coming out of Europe, and this is an American ass thing to do. So homeboy hurt himself. He has a spiral staircase in his apartment, and he's walking from his bedroom to his home office, and he trips and falls and he breaks his back on the stairs.
So okay. So he's at home.
He's at home, but he works from home.
Okay.
So he trips and falls, breaks his back.
In his house.
In his house. So
Okay.
he's working from home. He sues his employer for workers' comp.
Wow.
And because he's on his way to work. And evidently, the trip to work. So like if you're in your car going to work, I guess in this case, I don't know if
Is
this is
that
a German
workers'
thing.
comp? Is that like
He
even?
won.
But even here, like right, like if you're
I
driving
don't know,
to
but
work,
this opens the can of worms here. Like if you're driving to, because they were saying, hey, the travel from home to work is technically like work related, and so that's why they sided with him. And they go, hey, that trip from your bedroom to your office is the trip to work for you in that case.
so why can't you claim those miles?
I don't know. I don't know if the same thing goes here.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So he sued his company.
He sued, and
he won?
The court sided with him, dude. So he's on workers' compensation for getting hurt in his own house.
Wow.
This is wild, bro. But this is the reason all these assholes going back to the office pretty soon, bro. Because these companies are sick of people taking advantage of this shit.
Workers' comp, bro?
And if you have to start thinking about this, listen, this is in Germany, but America is the king of fucking
suing
litigious, process. So like,
Yep.
they're gonna, if they got away with it there, you know it's coming here.
What was the other one that we talked about a couple weeks ago? Was the
girl who sued the doctor for letting her be born.
Oh, that's right. That's
And
the
that
one.
shit was in the UK too. Yo, they probably been sitting
gotta
around
fix
going
that.
like, these asshole Americans, and then they went, well, wait a minute. Like, these guys are getting paid and getting away with all kinds of shit. Like, Europe catching on, bro. I mean, they always slow to the game a little bit, but listen, man, they're on it now, man.
Wow, man, that's
workers' comp, dude, for getting hurt.
what is that?
It's my computer, man. I'm gonna shut it off.
Juan has a computer. It's a high power computer, and that shit is like singing to us right now.
Yes, that's the but that's like not even like a peak of what I was telling you before, where it gets loud. Yeah, the computer's super loud if you play a game on that bitch, bro. It sounds like there's a plane landing in your living room. It's crazy. Or office or whatever you want to call it. It's crazy. Anyway, shout out to German man for ruining this shit for the rest of us.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
Go
you
back
asshole.
home.
Learn how to walk up and down stairs in your own home. The same spiral staircase you've been walking up and down probably for years.
Dude, but wouldn't that be your like home insurance?
I would think.
And if you got hurt in your home, I do understand if you have the spot in your house, where you work or what have you, but I don't believe if you get into a car accident and you just hurt yourself, you don't kill anybody or anything like that. We'll keep it simple. That's not workers' comp.
No, but if you do get into a car accident, say you're at work and you leave to go to a different site from office to say
because they told you to go
correct
there. That does count,
but not your commute from home to
work. You can't claim it on your taxes.
No, yeah, you can't, because it's like you would have done that anyway. It has to be like an employer mandated.
I would have think that. I mean,
they made me come in.
Yeah, maybe in that case, maybe that was the deal. Maybe he just goes, I took a break, or fuck, I don't even know.
No, it was to start his day. It was first thing in the morning.
Damn, dude.
So they counted it as the commute to work. I'm like, what's the wording? They use interesting
I don't
wording.
think that you're responsible for that I don't
think so either,
as
man.
a company.
It says the first. Oh, that's what it later said, that the statutory accident insurance was only afforded to the first journey to work, suggesting that a trip on the way to get breakfast after already being in the office would be rejected. So it's the first trip. So they counted I guess there in Germany.
I think that's only there.
Yeah. The employer's insurance refused to cover the claim, while two lower courts disagreed on whether the short trip was a commute. The higher federal social court said it had found that the first morning journey from bed to the home office was an insured work route.
Wow.
It ruled the plaintiff suffered an accident at work when he fell on the way to his home office in the morning. That's fucking nuts.
Wow,
that is crazy, bro. So shout out to German man.
Yeah, man. I just wonder what that leads to.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna ruin. I think the jig is up on us. So I was thinking before, like, employers are gonna start. What I'm finding is some of these big companies are reversing course on something. Now, obviously, this whole Marion variant, whatever, fucking might throw a wrench in this, but
that Marion. That's a Omicron for those of you who.
But I think a lot of these employers are going to start reversing course. If you get things like this happening where, like, wait, I got to cover you for workers' comp if something happens to you there. Like, I don't know what's in your house, like, or what, like.
Right.
Yeah. What if
I'd rather you just get in the car.
I'd rather you just get in a car. Like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's been a lot of these little weird things coming up lately where employers are going, yeah, maybe the risk isn't worth the reward, so to speak, unless they just really care about employees, I guess. Then you'll sort of suck it up. But I feel like they're going to find any excuse to bring people back.
Fuck,
Who knows, man.
All right, German man.
German man. Shout out to you, bro.
Screw you.
Fuck you. I hope you fall tomorrow morning, too.
Speaking of falling, bro. Seen the Jake Paul fight?
Yo.
Bro, your boy's a meme.
Yo, he got starched, bro. Like, when I saw the replay, I was like, dude, that's knockout limp. Like,
Yeah, no, he was like done. You see, and the worst part of it is, and those of you who did not see it, Jake Paul, like famous YouTuber, supposed to fight Tommy Fury this past weekend. Tommy Fury got hurt. I don't know, got hurt ribs, something like that.
yeah.
Who Tommy Fury is an actual boxer.
Yeah, I think Tommy Fury would have beat him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And then, so he backs out. Tyron Woodley, who Jake Paul fought last time, comes in on short notice. I want to say that 2 weeks notice.
Yeah. 2 weeks notice.
And
he went the distance last time, right? Tyron Woodley went the distance.
The whole 8 rounds.
Yeah, the whole 8 rounds.
And this time he got memed. I mean, man, Jake caught him with it. And the other, do you see the rest of the fight? It was pretty boring, actually.
No, I didn't watch any of the card, actually.
Okay. It was pretty boring, man. And then of course the knockout in the 6th. But man, he put him to sleep,
dude. And that people were like talking about how it was a setup or rigged or whatever. I'm like, bro, you don't see that shot.
Yeah,
you don't. The way he hits him, where he hits him. You know, as a boxing fan, like we've watched hundreds of fights. That shot is knocking everybody out except Canelo Alvarez, like, or Gennady Golovkin, yeah, like except for those two.
Yep.
But like, you can't stage the whole spit coming out your mouth, the way his body goes limp, and then everybody tries to go, oh, he right before he hits the ground, his body changes. You're twitching on the way down, bro. Like,
and Tyron Woodley was trying to get the extra $500K.
Yeah, he's
to knock him out,
which was brilliant by Jake, bro. Because you go to distance for him last time, so now you go. Tyron Woodley's a much smaller guy, and he has shorter hands or shorter arms. Sorry, so you incentivize him. If you go, hey, you knock me out $500K, you know Woodley's gonna try, which means he has to take risks, which opens you up to land this big shot, man. Like, it was a brilliant move, I thought, by Jake, and I think the whole Fury thing helps Jake in the long run, because if I'm him, I'm not doing a boxer yet. Like after this, because now he just built himself up again. Go fight another person who's not.
But he's calling out dudes like Canelo. Like,
yeah,
like
which, I mean, I see why the payday is too big, but that's it. Like once you get that payday, you're done in boxing. Like it's a wrap.
So, and you're getting knocked out.
Canelo Alvarez is gonna start you. Yeah. You got like. I think Canelo starches you. I think the Fury kid would have beat him.
If you're Canelo and it's some stupid payday, I would say you take it. I don't know that he would though.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're Canelo, like, okay, what's the upside is, unless it's like $100 million, which it could very well be. The downside is this fucking kid lands a lucky punch and you end up as a meme, and then now you discredit your entire sport, right? Like, dude,
that's not happening.
And I don't think so either. No, but if you're that guy, you gotta go. Is the 100 mil for Canelo Alvarez? Listen, I'm gonna assume Canelo Alvarez already has 100 mil in the bank. Is another 100 mil in the bank worth the potential of getting knocked out, or are you that confident? If I'm him, I'm probably pretty confident that this kid's not. But one punch changes everything, man. Then again, Canelo has taken punches from, again, Triple G.
Yeah, man.
So if I'm him, but he's already said he's not doing it. I think what Canelo needs, because he says it's a disrespect to the sport and blah, blah, blah. He's one of those guys, which I've seen a lot of that talk online, like how, Jake's not fighting real boxers and it's a disgrace to the sport and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, dude, the guy's the second highest grossing boxing draw right now. Like, do your thing, bro. Like, that's not his fault that boxing's trash. Bro,
boxing is not trash, though. I'm really digging it lately,
man. Dude, Earl Spence just signed to fight Ugas. Who the fuck cares about watching Earl Spence? Nobody wants to see that, bro. Give us Crawford. Like, why? Like, and here's the other thing, though. If Crawford and Spence fought, that would hypothetically be the second or third biggest fight of the last decade behind Pacquiao Mayweather and Canelo Triple G. I would say to argue from a talent to talent perspective, it would be the probably the third biggest fight of the last decade. No one would know about it who's not a non-casual boxing fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, nobody knows who Terrence Crawford is, and most people don't know who Earl Spence is because none of those guys know how to sell fights. Like, being talented is one thing, but
this is
being
a lot of talented boxers,
man.
There's a lot of talented boxers out there, in my opinion. I think that they're doing good, but again, it's getting the younger generation to be interested in that.
You know why, dude? It's the Jake Paul thing and the Tyron Woodley. Like, I think just young generation, but we reward the risk, man. Like, dude, think about UFC. Nate Diaz has lost double-digit times.
Yep.
George Masvidal, double-digit losses. Cowboy Cerrone, double-digit losses. But them dudes put on a show, and so they risk it and rock.
You pay to watch
so
those
you pay
guys.
to watch them, dude. I'm like, so the loss doesn't matter. Where boxing puts such a big, like, they put so much value on that zero, and so no one's willing to take a risk. I go, man, if you guys only realize, like, yo, if you took a risk and you got knocked out because you were trying to do knocking out, I'll pay to watch you again. Like, but if, I don't know, man, like, I feel like this is where UFC is beating these guys because we almost reward the fact that these guys are like, nah, man, Nate's out there, like, Nate's always bleeding, dude got scar tissue everywhere, like, and then Nate fights like everybody you know in the hood. Like, he's got, like, his arm, he puts his hands up and his fists are all bent in, like, it doesn't even look right. And then, like, I don't know, man. I feel like
he's still knocking cats out.
And he's still knocking cats out. So, like, and this is the thing with boxing, dude, is like there hasn't been a fight in boxing now where I felt like the stakes were high. Like, other than Jake fights now where you just go, all right, bro, what celebrity is he knocking out next? Like, and you're almost paying to watch him because he's like, even Canelo's last fight, like, we watched it, but we kind of knew what was going to happen. Like, it was one of those, like, I'm not worried for Canelo at all.
I think if you're Jake Paul, man, you keep riding this thing. I say you stay away from boxers. Unless it's somebody like a smaller guy, like taking maybe a welterweight.
Yeah. You take like a Ryan Garcia, like
at 147,
Terrence Crawford,
which I don't think Terrence Crawford would fight him.
No.
But right, if you can get those guys, but you're not going anything higher than that.
Sean Porter's retired. Does Sean Porter take that?
Is he officially retired?
I mean, he said he is, but I mean, that was emotional after the fight, so maybe that could just be that. Keith Thurman, like, if you're those guys, if you're Sean Porter and you are retired, do you go, I'll take 10 mil to fight this kid? Probably more than he's made in any fight ever.
Yeah.
Ever, which is sad. But you go,
and if you go, if you're him, you go like, yeah, I'm gonna outbox him either way.
Yeah, right. I just gotta stay away from. He's big as shit, and I just gotta stay away from that right hand. And you figure somebody like Sean Porter will stay away from you the whole fight, and you're not gonna, hopefully, not embarrass yourself. But if he beats a real boxer, even at welterweight, now you give him credibility. And then it helps him sell that $100, $200, $300 million fight. Right. Because, dude, I think Jake Paul fighting like a Canelo is bigger than Floyd fighting Pacquiao from a money perspective. Because, dude, the fan base that would watch Jake Paul. So think about like your kids who have zero interest in watching Canelo Alvarez.
Right, but they don't know who he is. I think that's
they know
problem.
who Jake Paul is.
Yeah.
So they'll fight. They'll pay to watch Jake, and then the Canelo fans are gonna go, I want to watch Canelo fuck this guy up. So like everybody from both sides is gonna be gonna be paying. I feel like it would be the biggest fight in boxing history, bro.
Damn,
it's sad, dude.
Is Jake there, man?
I think so, man.
I feel like he's not there.
Like, who else could Canelo fight today that would command $100 million fight?
It'd have to be. I
don't think there's anybody.
There's
even Triple G3 wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't do it.
It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. Like it would have to be Floyd, and even then we're gonna go, okay, Floyd's old now, he's probably a little slower. It'll be interesting, but it was so lopsided the first go that you go, does the result really change? Does Floyd at half speed still not better than Canelo at full speed? Like, dude, if anything,
Floyd gets knocked out, bro.
You think so now?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I feel like? Well, because of the age, and
he would have to train his ass off.
Yeah, I feel like Canelo's run now just proves how fucking nasty Floyd was. Because you look at how far ahead Canelo is of everybody right now, and you go watch that Floyd fight, and he made Canelo look like an amateur, dude.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
He came out recently and talked shit about that.
Yeah, dude, like, look what I did to him. I dismantled him. I think that's why I was thinking about it, because I saw him on something today, like, hey, y'all seen what I did to him in his prime, like when he was like, which I would argue that Canelo's significantly better now than he was.
I agree.
Floyd fight.
Which he was saying that he wasn't, but no, I think he is.
Yeah, significantly better. I think that fight helped him, if anything. But again, man, I don't know, man. Is that $100 million fight? Are we watching him fight Floyd a 45-year-old Floyd Mayweather. What's Floyd now?
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't care. Because to your point, like I go, he might get starched, and then I don't want to see Floyd get knocked out because he's too old to keep up. Like I saw him struggle against Logan. Like I don't want to see that. Like
no, I'm done with that.
No, man.
Let me tell you about some multi-million-dollar shit right here. There was a beauty contest in Dubai.
Is this the Miss Universe joint?
No, it's better.
Okay.
So there was a beauty contest in Dubai, but they had this big like scandal where they had 40 participants got disqualified.
40?
40.
How many people are in it?
It was a camel festival. I hit Juan with that as soon as he was taking a drink. Swallow that shit, bro.
Bro. I had vodka halfway down my nose. I had to snort it back. Oh, what bro?
This is a camel festival. So apparently in Dubai, camels are big business.
I don't even know where to start.
So apparently, they do this big ass festival over there, and they invite breeders to like compete to have for like the most beautiful camel.
Okay, you said camel, not camel toe.
Correct. Bro, so they judge them. Get this shit, bro.
Okay, how you get disqualified?
All right, hold on. Get this. So they're judged on the shape of their head, of the camel's head, their humps, their necks, their dress, and their postures. I don't know what the dress is.
Stand up straight. Arch your back. You don't spit sexy enough.
So what these guys were doing?
Oh my god!
So no tampering is allowed with the camels, but bro, they were stretching their lips and noses. I don't know how. They were giving them hormones so they could boost like their muscles, and they were giving them Botox for their lips and their head. Camels, bro. And so, I'm reading this article, bro, and I'm going like, why, bro? Like, who cares? But bro, they stand to win $66 million in cash and prizes, bro.
U.S., bro.
U.S. 66 mil, bro. It says in prize money is what it says.
Wow.
But apparently breeding camels over there is like a big business. And so they do these shows, and in these shows, man, you can win a ton of money.
Dude, for 66 mil, get your boy a stool. I'll breed a camel. Be like, this camel about to have some straightest hair ever.
I'm getting a dump truck full of sand right now. Coming to my house, put it back.
You about to build a whole oasis. You ever rode a camel, bro? They're big ass animals.
I don't think so, man. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. Maybe when I was younger.
Of all places, man, I did it in the Bronx.
Yeah? They got camels in the Bronx, bro?
The Bronx Zoo, bro.
Yeah?
Bronx Zoo, rode some camels. I think my daughter rode the camels in the Bronx Zoo, too. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. They're big ass animals, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big, they're boring. I don't know. We got them here at Busch Gardens. Seen them there,
but it's warm here, man. In the Bronx, like what are them camels doing in December,
bro? They walking around in Timbs, bro, and and Yankee hoodies. them North Face. Mad for no reason.
don't know that water. They store the water in their humps, right?
That's how they go trek through the desert for like 99 days or some shit like that without needing a drink. Yo, that's the weirdest fucking. That's the kind of shit that makes you wonder, like, all right, there's got to be some kind of higher power in charge here, because like, how does an animal like that in that environment? I mean, I guess the evolution, right, gets them there, but you just go, how are you perfectly suited to survive in this, and you just happen to be living there? Right, like camels didn't come up in the jungle.
Right.
It's so bizarre. Like and I guess again the evolution, like, yo, it started as something at some point in time, and just to survive here, just that's what it needed to become.
Yep.
It's just odd. It's just crazy when you look at that. You just go, oh yeah, like the fucking animal that can go however long without needing water and can store it, whatever, just happens to live in the desert. It was the shittiest place in the world to get water.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fucking evolution of
bro.
animals, and I mean, you can fucking take that to humans too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's true that, bro. Dude, animals on the road this week, bro. You seen the story with the monkeys, bro, and the dogs? Yo, I think it's in India.
Monkeys and dogs.
Monkeys and dogs, bro. This is you know this shit's about to get real crazy. So I want to get the place right because I think it was somewhere in Asia. No, India. It is India. Okay, I was right. Okay, so bro, this is a neighborhood in India. I guess a dog killed this monkey baby. So like, I don't know if it was on purpose or by accident, whatever. But anyway, the dog killed the monkey baby. The monkeys have been out for vengeance ever since, bro. So these monkeys have been going around, this pack of monkeys, and they've been fucking kidnapping dogs, like puppies, anything smaller than them. And they've been climbing buildings or like giant trees or like towers, and they just been throwing them off the top of them.
Oh no!
Dude, they're up to 250 dogs.
Get the fuck out of here!
Little monkeys, bro. You want to talk about like the level of intelligence to even pull off something like that, and then to just keep going like fuck y'all, we're just gonna keep murdering all your little
right. Like your species kills ours, so we're gonna get rid of all.
So we're gonna get rid of all y'all, and then to have the wherewithal to go, dude, they're going to top of tall buildings, tall enough to kill them. Like they're not surviving the fall,
right?
And they're just throwing them off of that. So you had to know that. Oh yeah, the fall's
gonna
kill you.
And I mean, it's obviously on a smaller scale, right? But they're gonna end dog species in that area.
In that area, and I think that's probably what they're shooting for.
Yeah.
Dude, monkeys, they're going off, bro. So there's this whole like crazy article about the monkeys and about them trying to like.
This is in India?
So they're capturing, and the thing is, they were saying that it was two monkeys that were like the leaders of the pack that were pretty much like.
Yep.
So they captured the monkeys, and they're gonna relocate them outside of the neighborhood or whatever, put them out into like the wilderness, because they're saying once they remove them, the other ones sort of stop doing it.
Okay. But, so yeah, so you take away the ringleaders.
So you take away the ringleaders, and you can put them like, yo, how lit are monkeys, bro? You pull off some John Wick shit,
dude. That's us, bro.
It is, bro. It's humans. Like,
that's us.
Who else would plot and plan and throw? And I was like, yo, that's kind of morbid too.
That's what we're trying to do to the virus, man.
Yo, we. I feel like when you watch the news, it looks like we are massively failing at this whole virus thing. But I feel like this Omarion shit is what we needed, bro.
Omarion. That's so good. That's so good, bro.
That was the one we needed.
So this one is the Omicron variant is like more transmissible, right? Mm-hmm. And it's funny, man. Like, and you may have the same thing. I get into it with my family because I got family members that don't care so much, and I got family members that are like really like, oh, you need the vaccine, you need the booster shot, you need to mask up, like,
yeah, live in a bubble,
like over the top. But man, like for even the ones that are over the top, I can't blame them, because when you watch shit on TV and even sports this week, so hockey, first I saw a few games in Canada where they were playing without fans, and I was like, oh shit, we back on that again.
Canada, they're soft.
But NHL canceled all the rest of the games through Saturday, and they went one more, and they said no NHL players will be going to the Olympics.
Yeah, they're not going to Beijing.
Yeah, they're like, it's enough.
Yeah, I feel like, first off, this shit ain't ever going away. Like, I don't know what.
No, it's not.
The coronavirus has always been around to like in some capacity, and then it's never going.
It wasn't
away.
COVID-19, obviously.
Right, it wasn't COVID-19, but it's been around in some form or fashion. So now it just gets play because we know what it's called now, and I feel like all the variants that would have been around any other year are now like headlines. And I feel like the only way it never goes away, right? We just sort of learn to tolerate it. Like, we live with it and we build immunity to it or whatever it is. Like,
right.
if this is the one that like it's easy to transmit and it's also not as deadly, then fucking like shoot me up, bro. Like, let's start coughing on each other. Let's get the shit out of the way. Like, at this point, like, this is the one you want, I think, to run through all of it.
Is it saying that it's not?
It's not as deadly. Like, the mortality rate is super low. They're saying even the symptoms are a lot. This is not to say that it's not killing some people, but it's saying, like, and I don't want to even spew out numbers, but it is significantly less deadly and less severe, even if you catch it, period. even if you're not vaccinated, than the rest of them. So then fucking like run it back. Like, let's go. Like, this is the one that you want to get then. Because the only way we're truly going to sort of, I guess, go back to normal is if we sort of build immunity to fucking virus. This virus ain't going away, bro.
We all get it.
It's going to morph. Like, it's going to keep morphing and keep morphing. We all just have to get it.
At some point, we have to all get it.
We have to. There's no
that's
way
when
around
the pandemic is over.
Yes. We all have to get it. Like, that's it. Like, whether you get it and you're vaccinated or not vaccinated or whatever, you still have to fucking get it at some point in time because it's never going away. Like, I just don't understand. Like, and the thing is, like, to your point, like, I don't even watch news anymore, so I don't be knowing half the shit that's going on anyway. Ever since they got rid of Chris Cuomo, I don't feel like watching. The guy was an American hero. but yeah, man, I'm like, dude, nobody talks about like where we were. What's the number? How many Americans have died from COVID? It's crazy.
800,000.
That's a fucking lot.
That's a lot of people, man.
That's a lot of people. But like 759,000 probably of those were like within, pre fucking Omicron, Marion, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how many it was.
Dude, how many people? But
I mean, the Omicron is new here in the States anyway. Yeah. So you figure out of the 800,000, there's not many with that variant. But yeah, we're up to 800,000. Dude, I had a coworker who will go nameless. Unhealthy guy. He got it. And his wife got it. His wife was an anti-vaxxer. He was vaccinated, but both of them like unhealthy. Like when I heard that he got
all the comorbidities that they list out, he checked all the boxes,
bro. So this dude is typically sick, and when I say sick, he's sick like 4 times a year.
Oh, jeez, like
right. And I've known this guy for years, and the guy's just he gets sick a lot. So when he got it, I was like, man, this dude might die. Like this dude checks all the boxes, like you just said. So him and his wife both got it. He actually said they both pulled through. Like, long story short, they both pulled through. But he said that his wife got worse symptoms, and then when they got when they were diagnosed with it, they both went and got the monoclonal antibodies, and within 2 days, he said they were both feeling a lot better.
A lot better. Well, they're saying something about this one is not responding to certain treatments, but again, it's also not as
well. Even with I think the vaccines, even they're saying that it's not really it's not preventing that.
It's not preventing that. Dude, there was a few people that got it like throughout like the prime of it. That I was like, whoo, they're dead, and they pulled through, and I was like, for real?
I like my chances.
Yeah. But then I knew people who were like in good health. That it fucked up.
That it messed up, yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to like. They got.
Yeah, I met somebody recently, man, that got it, and dude's in decent shape, and he was just like, man, yep, I had it. It shit sucked, and I'm trying not to get it again. So like I'm masking up. I just go like, man, but how long?
Yeah,
like you're not like I don't know what. I had people tell me, oh, when they get a handle on it, then maybe I can relax a little bit. But where it's like, okay, who the hell is they?
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Getting a handle on
them over there, bro. Them over there. Like
yeah, I'm going. It sucks because you talk to somebody who, if they've lost kids or if they lost loved ones, whether it's parents, kids, whatever. It's difficult to tell somebody, oh, it's not worth it.
Of course.
But man, yeah,
I think just the answer. I just don't know. Listen, I'm a monkey, so I don't know what the answer is. I know it's not just keep locking us up. Like, it's not keep shutting down those events like that. Like we eventually have to build some type of herd immunity, and I feel like if we're ever gonna all just get one, this is probably the one we want to get. Because this is the one that, again, if it's not killing you, it's not as aggressive, it's not as whatever, then you want to have some kind of, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know shit about.
All I know is that Florida hasn't shut down yet.
Yeah, we out here, bro. We out here. We doing our Florida getting jiggy, doing Florida things. It's a good time out here. I do like. I seen you seen Charlemagne calling out the Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were on the show.
I saw a quick clip. What did he say?
I think they were talking a little bit about the virus stuff, and then they were talking about the new the bill that they passed. But then
they're trying to pass, right?
No, I think didn't they pass it? Didn't they push it through?
Isn't it the what is it? The
bill, or the
Build Back Better or something like that?
Which one did they pass? There was like or was it part of it that was passed? The whole thing where they're building the roads and bridges and all this shit.
I don't know, man. I'm not that educated on that one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We talked about this earlier. Like, I've paid no attention to politics whatsoever. Like,
you forgot we had a president.
Forgot we had a president, bro. This dude's always napping, dog. I don't know. Like, I miss Trump, bro. It's not as entertaining anymore.
The only thing I did see from him was he's starting back the repaying of the student loans. Which is, I think, February 1st. So January 31st, it sort of ends. Like the break is over.
And you guys
start paying. If you owe student loans, it's February 1st, you will start paying them back. And there's shit, which I don't even disagree with paying back your loans. Like, you took out a loan, like, fuck you, pay back your loan. But he ran his campaign on that shit.
Yep, about canceling all student loan debt. Yada, yada. He sure did, bro.
And he went on, I think he was on the Stephen Colbert show. Well, he actually said that everybody that owed was going to get like 10 grand in relief.
Yeah, at least.
I don't know if they got that or not, but it was part of his campaign.
They did start. I did see some things where they were relieving some. Like, I don't know if it was like first responders up to a certain amount. So I saw that they've been doing it, and I don't know. Maybe they were like, "Yo, we'll do this in baby steps over a few years, maybe to sort of soften the blow of the cost that it would take to do this." But it certainly doesn't seem like he's moving towards the canceling it for all route or canceling the up to $10,000 for people. I don't know, man. Like I like the fact that Charlemagne sort of called her out. You know, like yo, who's running the country right now, basically, because Biden be AWOL, and then to sort of like, just because you have the vice president of the United States on your show, and it was somebody that you voted for, who he publicly supported. Like, I think it's good to show that, like, hey, yeah, I voted for this person, I was supportive of this person, but I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing now. I'm going to call them out on it. Like, I think that's how you keep sort of the politics honest. And I think as a media personality, that's how I'm able to trust you then. When you say, hey, not that I would go like, let me see who this guy's voting for, but it holds more weight if you're sort of I guess willing to give the smoke to both sides no matter what, because it shows that you're unbiased, sort of, right? Like in your opinion. But yeah, I like the fact that he kept it real with her and was just like, and then she got spicy on that shit, man. So she
really did. Yeah. Which then he commended her. He was like, that's the one I want to see. That's the Kamala I want to see.
She been ghost, bro.
But I haven't heard anything from her.
She might be the quietest black woman in America. How the fuck? You got the most power. You got the most power in the country.
Is that how we get y'all to shut up?
Like, run for office, like, here's the mic, bro. Like, you literally have every opportunity to talk, to bully us, to do whatever you want, and not taking it. So,
but not for nothing, man. And I think I talked about this before. Vice presidents typically are quiet.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't hear a lot from...
You didn't hear shit from... Pence? Yeah, fucking Biden?
Pence is always choking on
but hold
dick,
on.
Though.
but Biden? I didn't hear shit from him while that was going on. Who was the fucking guy under Bush? The guy who got...
Cheney was busy shooting
the one
people,
that shooting people.
And he was blowing motherfuckers up. He was busy blowing motherfuckers up.
On hunting trips. You know, like, who before that? Like, who was Clinton's guy?
Al Gore, yo.
Gore, yeah.
Made the internet,
the guy made the internet. But, I mean, you didn't really hear shit from him.
Nah, Al Gore was out there trying to save the planet at the wrong time. Yo, that was Recount Boy, right? Al Gore and Bush, that was a recount thing?
Yep.
I don't know, man, but I felt like Biden was very visible during his VP years.
You think so?
And I felt like Pence was... Dude, I don't... Again, and this has a lot to do maybe with the fact that I don't watch any news. But I don't even feel like I see Kamala like standing like in the cut, like just like in the background, like nothing. Like I feel even Biden, dude. I've heard Biden speak maybe once since he's become president. Maybe, I think. I don't even know. Like, and granted, I don't want to because he's not exactly an engaging speaker. And then he looks like he's falling asleep half the time he talks anyway. But there's just no noise. Maybe because we came from was it always this way? And like we got spoiled with Trump was always in the news.
You call that spoiled?
Yeah. Listen, man. Like, say what you want about Trump. I didn't like that motherfucker, bro, but he was entertaining as shit. So like I didn't really care for. I actually there was some policies that I did sort of support. I didn't care for him probably as a person, but he was entertaining. Like you can't take that away from him, man.
Yeah,
like,
I give you that.
Yeah, like he was hella entertaining. Like every time you turn on the news, he would say some wild shit where you're like, oh yeah, I got friends that would say that. I don't want them to be president either. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, did you see the Biden Christmas sweaters?
yo, we had a field day going back and forth with the Biden.
If you guys have not seen this, go on Amazon and look up Biden Christmas sweaters.
Oh my god, it was
bro. There was, I don't know, I forget which one you sent to me.
I was crying, bro. I couldn't even hit send.
the one that was like, so it. And the best part is they got like this face where he's sort of like looking up into space, like he doesn't know what the hell's going on.
It's the
like
best picture ever.
And the captions are like, Mary, you know the thing. Or there was another one that was like, Merry 4th of Halloween.
Bro, what was the one? Was it like Trick or Treat, Happy Easter or something?
I have, and another one I saw was Merry 4th of Easter.
Oh, they were so good, man. You feel so bad because this guy should be doing anything but this right now. Like he's earned it. Been a public servant for like 50 years.
Dude,
like,
who's the other old dudes? And Mitch McConnell.
Oh my
these
god,
guys are like
bro.
ancient, bro.
He looked like Beaker. You remember?
Yeah.
Fucking Muppet Babies, bro.
Bro, you know what? And I think that you know, older folks, men and women, have valuable insight about life.
For sure.
Okay. I think they should be advisors, not in positions of power.
Maybe a board of advisors in the background where they do stuff, bro. But you think about it. We don't even want the 77-year-old dude that, yo, if your grandfather is 70-something years old, 80, went to your house for a barbecue, you letting him man the grill, bro? Hell no, bro. Go sit and wait for your plate like the rest of the folks, bro. Like, we letting this dude run the country.
That's what my kids will go, oh, but like they're referring to their grandfather. They're like, oh, but grandpapa is, you know, he reminds me of Biden. And it's like, yeah, and we love him and whatever. But I go like, we don't want him to run the country.
No, hell, dude, there should be an age limit. There should be a max, bro. And it should be, when do we have to retire from regular work? 60.
Have to? Well,
I guess.
I think it's 72 now, right?
Is it really?
I think so, bro.
Holy shit.
It was 65. But you go, okay, even if you go until 72 to 75, man, 75 has to be like, that's enough.
That's enough, bro. Like, no, I don't.
Dude, the human life usually ends between 70 and 80. Like that's kind of
the average now, right? Yeah. So like, I don't know, bro. If I don't want you working the stove in my house, I don't want you running the country, dog. Like, there should be an age limit, just like we have an age limit on the younger side, which I feel like is bullshit now. Because I feel like if you're smart enough to run the country, yeah, I probably won't vote for a 26-year-old to run, but he should be able to run. Like, I wouldn't vote for him if he ran.
No, but I mean, if you can run for office between 30 and fucking.
No, isn't it like 60? 35 or 36
is it 35
for president?
or president 35? Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'm old enough to run for president. Is it 35 or 36?
I think it's 35.
Okay, so I am now. But I wasn't until like 2 months ago. So like,
but I can see that too. Right?
No, I definitely shouldn't be president. I'm just saying.
No. I'm just saying not you, but I'm just saying like if you think about how you were at 25 versus now at 35, like there's a big difference.
Most definitely, I could be mayor of Orlando. I could run this. I got ideas.
Watch out, buddy. Dyer.
Nah, this place.
Don't we have we have like two mayors, don't we?
Too many. Yeah, we got mayors everywhere, bro. We got like a county one, right, and then like a
it's
city one.
Demings is one of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it Demings?
Yeah. Demings, yeah.
The guy.
Because then his wife is like a senator, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So the guy. Yeah. Sheriff. The sheriff. The old sheriff. Yeah, something.
Yeah, Demings.
But anyway, yeah, we got.
Anyway, dude, but staying with the COVID shit, man. There was a dude in Italy. And you know, Italy, very much like in New York City, you have to have almost like what they call like a super health pass in order to go to restaurants and to theaters and cinemas, movie theaters. So this guy was gonna go up and get his shot, And the nurse lifted up his arm, so he gives her his arm, lifts up his shirt, and this dude has like a prosthetic arm. And so she like immediately was like, this, maybe he's an amputee. He gave me the wrong arm. Nah, dude. He wore this like prosthetic arm because he's an anti-vaxxer.
So he wanted her to hit the fake arm and
Yep.
not him. But why not just, because he needed the paperwork, the card.
He wants the card. Yeah.
We going the extra mile
He wants the super health pass, bro. But all in all, man, that shit, like, he's facing criminal charges now, bro. And I was like, did you think that you were going to get somebody that would either A, wouldn't notice, or B, wouldn't care?
It's not even, I guess because they're actually like electronically tracking it probably over there too, right?
I don't know.
Because here we just got a card.
Yep.
Like, you could literally make a copy of the one I got. Like, it's not registered nowhere. Matter of fact, I tried to register for the electronic one.
It don't got special handwriting or nothing,
bro.
It ain't laminated.
I tried. Oh, you got a Samsung. So Samsung has the Samsung Pass thing that, the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So within that wallet, you can actually save an electronic version of your vaccine card. So I tried to add it, but the way it adds it is your card has something on it, but it's only these specific places that have been done. So they go into this database or whatever, and it must have a barcode or so. Anyway, It's sort of like verified. The one I got isn't on the list because it's not. And then I look at my card, and it looks like my kid made it.
Yeah.
The card that they gave me at the Publix, I got it. So I'm like, who the fuck is to stop anybody from making thousands of photocopies of this, as people have been doing anyway? Yeah. And then
but around here, I mean, you can fly. You've flown with it, right? Have they asked you for it?
When vaccine. No, the only place that's ever asked me for it was in restaurants in New York.
Oh, okay.
But the airlines didn't ask for it.
So you have to just flash it there, or do they kind of examine it in New York?
Literally just show them the card real quick. And in some places, they didn't even check. It says you have to be. Didn't even check, bro.
And New York is strict with vaccines and masks and all that shit, right? Like, even if you're eating in like an outdoor restaurant, they want you to wear a mask.
Yeah. So now, if you don't have a vaccine, you have to eat outside. So they don't even let you into the restaurant if you don't have a vaccine. And then you still have to wear a mask. It's super strict, man. Like, I mean, I get it to an extent because there's a lot of people there.
Yep.
But again, man, if you're out, like, to me, I'm like, if you're out, like, I'm gonna assume if you're out at a restaurant and you're sort of like inherently just taking on the risks. Like, if I don't want to get sick, I'm just going to avoid places where I can get sick. Like, or I'm going to do the best of my ability to avoid places that I'm going to get sick. So I'm probably not going to go eat at a restaurant that's packed, like, or go to a bar. So to me, like, if you go to a bar, that's on you, bro. Like, I don't know, man. This whole shit, like, I think where now I'm super infuriated is the whole idea that, like, the party that's been telling people not that, like, is upset about the abortion stuff and all that because you don't want the government telling you what to do with your body is now telling you what to do with your body. Like, as much as, like, however I may feel about whether or not you should get the vaccine, I definitely don't think the government should be making you do it. Like, so when you go to these places now where you have to, I don't know. That's a little slippery.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in one respect, man, I understand it, but then in the other one, like you said, man, you should be able to not get it if you don't want to.
Yeah, like, that should be up to you. Like, I don't know, man. Like, again, we're all adults, like, so we should all be making our own decisions. And if some of us just are uncomfortable, we don't want to do it. Like, I guess you could argue you're putting other people in danger. But
I was gonna say, to play devil's advocate, right? If you just go like, all right, well, you don't want to wear it, that's cool, but now, you get it, and then we work together, and you sit right next to me, and now you spread it to me.
You're vaccinated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, then you should be vaccinated if that's your worry. And if the vaccine isn't 100%, well, it's like, well, yeah, no, duh, but you could have got it from anywhere. So, like, I don't know. And I get that you want to minimize it, but I don't know, bro. It's like you make people tie their tubes so they don't get pregnant. Like, I don't know. Or you make them get vasectomies. Like,
bro, I saw a headline that said it was the lowest birth rate since, like, the beginning of recorded time.
Really?
Yeah, it was some shit like that.
And we were all locked indoors with nothing but
time. No, sorry, not beginning. Sorry, the beginning of,
like, since they've been
U.S. history.
So last year was the lowest birth rate, or this last year?
I think it was this last year.
Dude,
it might have been. It might have been
home with
2020.
nothing to do,
And you still not
and
fucking.
we still not fucking. We like. Now what was the? I saw that hilarious ass meme. I might have sent it to you where it said, "My son asked me what it was like to be married, and so I deleted all the songs from his iTunes except for one." That's fucking time. That's crazy, dude. So people aren't. Yeah, I don't know, man. Do you think that's fear of transmission, or do you think that's just like people being more, I guess, cautious about getting pregnant? Or I know this generation don't want kids.
Yes, definitely. The birth rate has been going down anyway.
Yeah, it's been on the decline for the first time in human history, right? Like the population has actually been going down, not
and
up.
then, but I also think that people got stuck in homes with spouses that they just go like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I don't like you as much as I thought I did.
Yeah, or you with spouses and kids, and it's stressful. You have people who are either losing jobs, or like you said, you're seeing each other 24/7. So you're like, "Fuck, you're here again, bro!" Like, and then your kids are annoying, and like I think everything just compounds. The last thing you want to do is make more babies. You're like, "Nah, bro." Like,
yeah, I'm good on these.
I'm annoyed right now because of the baby. Like, why do I want another one? I don't know, man. Someone's gonna write a book at some point, like some psychological journal about this time, and I would be curious to see like all the, I don't know, I guess the insights that come out of this, because, and then all the COVID babies, because there are going to be a lot of those. Like I do know people too who did get pregnant, because they were kind of just like, fuck it, ain't got nothing else to do kind of thing, or like I've been putting it off or whatever, and they just decided during COVID. But yeah, I feel like the rest of them are. I heard this great joke while we're on this shit. It was like, Sex and the City, the show just came back.
Oh, I don't know if it came back. It came back.
It came back. So and it was all this controversy because of they killed
I only
the
heard
main character like episode 1.
Ooh, the
Biggs.
Because
Biggs,
didn't he
on the Peloton.
Sexual harassment?
Oh, wait, did he? Because I know he was on the Peloton in the show, so there was this whole controversy because Peloton's stock dropped like 10% the when he died on the show, even though it's a show and he dies on a Peloton. Anyway, the point was, it was like this dude's I think it was on Flagrant. They go, that show was about single chicks because it's called Sex in the City. If they were married, it'd just be called In the City.
No,
that's so good. That's why they had to kill him off.
So that dude, he got like accused of like sexual harassment by several women. Yeah, bro.
Oh, really? Dude?
Yeah.
The guy who plays him?
The big,
Mr.
right? That's
Big?
the one. Yeah, that
or
dude.
Biggs or whatever.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Wow. I just didn't have any interest because the funnest person on that show wasn't on it. The slutty chick. She was hilarious.
Oh, Kim Cattrall?
Yes, she was the one who on that show who was like, oh, she's the one who was funny, and she was the whore of the bunch.
Yep.
And you're like, she's the only entertaining part of this whole show, and she wasn't even in the new one. So I was like, I'm out.
But the other three are?
Yeah. Boring.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
I don't care.
Like they one of my favorite shows ever was Martin. And they've talked for years about like a reunion, like, starting the show up again.
Oh, like the whole show again?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was just a reunion show, or if they were going to do several episodes. But I see them now, and I'm like, no, like I don't want to. I don't want to see you like that.
And then Martin and the girl plays Gina like hate each other. They would have to do scenes separately, like towards the end.
Yeah. I forgot. I think it was because he had this shit where like. He didn't like that she was like dating the guy who's now her husband.
Oh,
and then he would like trying to go in and do like a little extra shit on on certain scenes.
Yeah.
And so she was like, "Yo, like stop," and then he wouldn't stop, and she's like, "All right, enough."
Yeah, I remember there was like all this beef behind that because I all these shows now are doing the little reunion specials like they did with Friends, or like I saw the Fresh Prince one. I saw the Friends one actually too. They were all pretty good. They were actually entertaining, but I don't want to watch a whole new show.
No.
Yeah, I like the whole special and you talk about episodes and you do whatever. Like that's kind of cool. The Martin one would kind of be lit of that.
But not to start it up again. Because I think that one that I read was they want to start it up again.
Oh no, it's so funny. Like
yeah, you leave it like that.
You can't recreate that, man.
Nah.
You can't get that spark back, bro.
And too bad, man, because they could have probably went on for years.
Yeah, dude. If they would have gotten along.
Because didn't she went on to do
the one with Keenan, right? Or not Keenan?
Not Keenan.
Damon.
Damon Wayans.
Yeah. My Wife and Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a good run on that too, right? Like 5 years.
A great run, bro.
Yeah,
I think it was longer than that.
Really? That's a funny show too.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that show. Yeah, you're right. She did that like a couple of years later, right? Like right after the Martin. That's crazy, man. It was a good show. Oh man.
All right, man. Let me tell you about. Let me hit you up with this other. I'm talking about an Italy guy. Oh, by the way, that Italy guy he was a dentist.
The dentist thought he was gonna get it. Yo, that just goes to show how easy it is to get into dental school. You dumbass. They don't check. He thought he could get away with a prosthetic arm. Oh my god, bro.
So, this is Christmas week. We are 4 days away from Christmas?
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, 21st. Yep.
So I'm gonna hit y'all up with a Christmas story. This Roman Catholic bishop told a group of children that Santa didn't exist.
Can we just keep the Catholic anything away from kids?
Shout out to Bishop Antonio Stagliano. So this dude, he was trying to tell like the real story of Saint Nick, who was, if I remember correctly, Saint Nick was like some dude that was sort of like giving, like he tried to give to the poor, but he was like persecuted by the Roman Empire.
Okay.
For whatever reason, that piece I don't know. But he was telling the story, and he was like, yeah. So he was during the story. He's like, this is like the real, Saint Nick, and it's kind of based on this guy, but this sensationalized other guy, like he said that, and I don't know if this is true or not, but he was like, the whole red suit came from the Coca-Cola company, and it was like an advertisement type thing. I could see that too. Yeah. Don't know if it's true or not, but bro, the parents were pissed.
I would be too, bro.
Dude, my wife, if it was my young children, she would have burned down the church, bro.
I'm like, diddle them, bro. Don't tell them Santa this guy.
Do anything but that.
Anything but that. I'm fucking ruining this childhood, bro.
Dude, we just told we just told our kids this year that there's no Santa.
Really? And
yeah.
My oldest still believes, and I be wondering sometimes. I'm like, is she just playing along with us, like just trying to appease us, or does she really believe?
And I want to say 2 out of the 3 already knew.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all had ideas, obviously, but I think that one of them was like he wanted to believe, like he thought.
So he figured out. I'll keep it alive. Like deep down, I know, but I'm gonna keep the dream alive.
Yeah, I don't know, because I remember prior to this, he had said at one point, he goes, "Man, if Santa's not real, you guys are rich." Because they got good gifts last year, whatever the case, right? But yeah, we just broke that shit. So I know when I read this story, I was like, my wife would have burned down the whole church.
Yo, why does the Catholic Church hate children? What? Can we just not ignore the fact everything they do is like anti-kids?
You ever have that? You ever have that person in your family that goes like, man, that they go like, oh, I'm not telling my kids there's a Santa Claus. I ain't letting no white man take credit for whatever. You have anybody like that in your family, bro?
I know people like that, bro. Like, I bought that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I know a few, man. I'm like, bro, we ain't got time to get into your insecurities right now. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll be like, listen, man, that sound like some shit you gotta get clear up with a therapist. In this house, fucking Santa can't.
Santa exists. You better shut up.
So you keep that shit to yourself.
Dude, my wife's brother, he had told his kid like the year prior, and she threatened his ass. She's like, you better tell him that he better not break that shit to my boys, or you ain't gonna see him for whatever X amount of months.
Yeah, I would be mad, dude. I could. There's certain things that were ruined for my kids, like over time, that I was mad that I wasn't the one to be able to like tell, or just like, bro, let they got the rest of their lives to like, I guess, be in the real world. Like, let them enjoy
let them enjoy it now,
and the magic and whatever of all this shit. Because once it goes away, bro,
it's
it
gone,
goes away.
man.
Once you lose that innocence and that glimmer of the magic, bro, that's just gone. And it's kind of sad after that. Then you know, like, I'm like, fuck, I wish I believed still in some of this stuff, because you go, it makes it funner. But
although, man, I have to admit, this year, like, as not having to hide the gifts as much and being able to, like, kind of buy stuff and then just put it out, that's been a little bit.
I could see that, because it's stressful as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
to
bro.
come out, like,
we
to hide things, like, and then have to roll it out on Christmas Eve night while they're sleeping.
We were doing that shit for 14 years or 13 years of not only hiding them, but, like, hiding them, you know, in obscure places, doing the freaking elf shit.
Oh, that's the one that's stressful,
bro. And then it would be like, you know, like, the Christmas was like an extravaganza. It was like, you know, gotta wait for them to, so they're super excited, wait for them to go to sleep, then, you know, go to all your obscure places, try to remember where all your shit is, bring it all out, and then do some kind of, like, you know, do something special for the elf. Oh man, I'm listen, it was cool for
daily.
them. Yeah. It was cool to see their expressions,
it's
but
stressful though.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over,
it's
bro.
Stressful. I can't wait till this fucking elf number comes back, bro. It's so stressful, bro. I've been dying to leave it low so the dog eats it, and I'm like, all right, you only get one elf, bro. He got murdered. Matter of fact,
he moved them.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna just put an elf head down and then just like ketchup trail lead into the dog cage. I figured it out for the night. I got it. I got where she's gonna be. Cause you gotta think of a new place to put it, and then it's like, I don't want to do the same place twice.
Yep.
Even though I know I'll be repeating shit. Yeah, the whole shit is stressful, man. It takes away from stuff. But I don't know, man. But like you said, the reaction is sort of worth it. So you sort of just suck it up.
You suck it up for a while.
And you're like, yeah,
man.
I'm gonna die early, but at least these fuckers got to have fun for a little bit. I guess it's worth it.
You little selfish bastard.
Selfish bastard. I got high blood pressure, but you smiling, so I guess that's okay.
How we doing on time, bro?
Hour 11, bro.
What you got? You got anything else?
Dude, I got the last story I'm gonna hit up with is this waitress, man. Just because this brings up a really valid question, bro. This is waitress. She got fired from her job. I'll get to that part. She got fired. Somebody left her a $4,400 tip, and the restaurant $4,400.
Okay.
And the restaurant made her split it with her coworkers.
Why?
But you know, certain restaurants they just do that. They pool tips.
Oh, they pool tips. Oh, is this one of those?
So I guess that they
or did they make a special?
I don't know if they made a special for this one, but it just said that they made her, the manager made her split with other staffers according to reports. And it sounds like maybe they came up with this policy during COVID just because of they were all hit hard, so they were trying to figure out a way to so they can all make some money. But they asked her to pull the tip with her coworkers who didn't. Her beef was they didn't even serve the party, they didn't even do anything. Nobody was there, nobody ran anything. I did the whole thing, and I got tipped that. So why the fuck do I have to split? Which I mean, so on one breath, it's like if that was always a policy there and you always did it, cool. It is all fun and games until some shit like this happens, and you're like, bro, that's mine. Like, do I get 1,000 of that? Like, how does that work? If there's 10 servers out there, am I only getting $400 of this $4,400 tip that was left for me because of how well I did?
And even $400 is a really good tip, right? But
it is, but
yeah, man, yeah. If I did everything and there was no one else there and the policy wasn't in place. But it's like
it would definitely be the smoke, bro.
Yeah, but I wonder, if it was already in place, and how many nights are you getting tipped better because of somebody else's performance, or are you the one that's like, are you the high performer, and then everybody's
riding your coattails on it? Yeah,
right.
And the more impressive part of this whole thing is that it happened in Arkansas. I was like,
where's Arkansas?
That's somebody's annual. Arkansas. I didn't even know that was a state anymore.
Still got a state?
I thought they emancipated. I didn't even know that shit was still around. I was like, we already took the Clintons, bro. Damn. It's like, I thought that was it.
That's it.
I thought that was it. Then
We
they close
drained
it
the
up.
state.
I think we have a wall or a gate or something around Arkansas. But you ever met anybody from Arkansas?
No.
It's because they can't figure out how to get out.
You know what's funny, man? If you think about all the different states, like you can probably name, like, at least you probably either met somebody or you know somebody.
Yeah, except for the shitty ones.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're too stupid to figure out how to get out.
But I even know people from like the Dakotas.
I do too. And Iowa and Idaho.
Yep.
And like Montana and Wyoming. I've never met anyone from Alabama.
Oh, I have.
From Mississippi, we have, because we know
Mississippi,
someone.
we got somebody.
And I know the one person, and even he tells you don't go back. I never met anybody from Arkansas.
No, me either. Not that I know of.
Not that I know of, anyway. Yeah.
Not that they admitted it.
People in Alabama, they're just like, how would you get out of here? Like, no airports, no roads. Somebody got to build those.
All right, man. On that, bro. Tell them where they can find us.
If you're not following us already, at the Carpet Football Podcast on IG, on Facebook, on YouTube, make sure you follow us on there. At Carpet Football Podcast on TikTok, and anywhere where you listen to your streams, we're pretty much on it. Or just if you're feeling lazy, tell your Alexa to play us, and she'll listen.
All right, man. As always, appreciate you guys. Keep the comments coming. Hit us up on IG if you like us, if you love us. And I guess we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.